สัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะStudies of February 11, 2015. Last week we studied about unwholesome consciousness. And for today, so I would like to continue to talk about this unwholesome consciousness. Because I would order you to know yourself, know your mind, what happened, lobha, or dosa, or moha. In our daily lives, if you don't know why is it wholesome, unwholesome, mostly this unwholesome consciousness arises. That's every day. So regarding about Dhamma, the student has to talk about, take some example, so to understand such the meaning of this Abhidhamma, about this consciousness. For example, every day, maybe you watch the movies, maybe TV stuff, programs, listens to the music. So you eat every day, you dress every day. So what happened in your mind? You should know that. Lobha, or dosa, or moha, or wholesome consciousness, you will know for yourself. So regarding about lobha, sometimes you watch the movies or see something, it's the pleasant objects, so you like. If you like it, it's the what you like, sensual objects. You like the sensual objects, or form, or maybe the sound, or smell, or taste, or the touch. What type of consciousness? What type of consciousness arises in your mind? Lobha, right? Lobha. This unwholesome consciousness rooted in is the attachment. One of those. See there, one of those. So maybe you listen to music, you like it. This is lobha too. Maybe you some perfumes, you like the smell. This is lobha. You take some beer or drink some juice, you like it. It's lobha. You dress, you attach to your clothes, to your chair, your bed, your car, your cushion. It's lobha. Right? This lobha, what type of lobha, you should know that. See, we start here, unwholesome consciousness rooted in attachment.
among eight, what type of consciousness you should know that. So when you take some essential objects, you will feel very happy about that. This pleasant feeling. What's going to be? Somanasa, see that? With pleasure. Right? With pleasure. So, it's the ordinary, it's the essential object. Which neither is good nor bad. What kind of lover? With indifference. See that? With indifference. You can pick up directly, rightly. So when you feel just happy about that, it's because somanasa, with pleasure. How about this will wrong you or not? If you think about this unwholesome consciousness, this unwholesome consciousness will give the bad results. If you know that, this means without wrong you. Without wrong you. If you're not aware of that, what's going to be? Will wrong you. So when we take some sensual objects, so without being prompted by others, so you like right away, immediately, spontaneously, we're going to be asankarika. This means unprompted. So among eight, regarding about lobha, attachment, which one? We should know that. That's why we have to take many examples. So regarding about lobha, so I will allow me to know not only the last class we talking about only lobha, dosa, moha, alobha, adosa, amoha. It's the root condition. It's belong to jitasika, belongs to mental factors. Now we study about, it's not jitasika, we study about consciousness, citta. See that, right? Citta. So, this citta 8, for example, you just think about what you experienced in the past. Just reflect on the past. Think about the form, the sound, the smell, the taste, the touch. And then you attach it. Maybe you're happy about it. Maybe you smile. Right? You smile, what? Why you smile? It's with pleasure, somanasa. See that? That's why even you feel happy about, irregard about sensual object, the sensual pleasure, still lobha. You can know yourself, you will know someone else too. Oh, they're very happy, they laugh, they smile. Because you see someone go to entertainment, they're happy, right? Very happy. So what type of consciousness? Lobha. So just with pleasure. See that? Pleasure. They don't know that this is unwholesome consciousness. This unwholesome consciousness will give it's the karma, right? It's a bad karma, it will give the bad result. They will not know that. It's with wrong view. they like to go. No one forced them to go. Go to entertainment. So it is asankarika, unprompted. So I would like you to know about that too. If you think about in the past, maybe think about for the future. Maybe you want some sensual object to obtain it. Imagine about it. Thinking about it. And you like this love about it. So you can pick up one of these 8. What type of consciousness? What kind of love? Someone, still watch the movie, what you see, the news. Beating, fighting, killing, bad news, right? So at that moment, how you feel? Sorry about, right? Upset about that. What type of consciousness? Dosa, see that dosa. With displeasure. Because you heard about, you see about it. Feel unpleasant feeling. It's with displeasure. And with evil. So get mad. Right? Mad, evil. Why you get mad? As soon as you see, you get mad right away. It's asankarika. It's called unprompted. Unprompted. So you just think about it. Take time to think about it. And then you get angry later on. It's not right away. It's sankarika. It's prompted. So we got about, in our daily life, when you see something, hear about something, or lobha or dosa, you should know that. So we got about, so killing, for example. Killing. Why you kill? Because you want someone to die. Right? You kill it. It's the moment you kill it. It's dosa. No one's feel happy about that. Maybe before and after, maybe you feel happy about that. But the moment you kill, at that moment, it's the dosa. So this dosa, unprompted or prompted, will depend. So we should look at it. And regard about moha, sometimes we think about maybe about the Buddha, about the Buddha's teaching, about the Buddha holy disciple. Maybe you doubt about that, confused about that. But regard about about the karma, and that is also the karma. You doubt about that. Maybe you think about someone they do the bad thing, bad karma. This very rich, they're very famous. Why happened like that? Something like you doubt about the karma. And maybe you practice meditation, mindfulness meditation. For the beginnings, we think about, the way I practice, maybe it's not the right way. And you doubt about the practice way. It's also, at that moment, what happened in your mind? Moha. Number one, moha, right? Start with indifference and with doubt. So at that moment, it's the moha. Or sometimes you study about something, you don't understand what it means because your mind is to wander. So many distractions. So at that moment, what happened in your mind? Moha, number two, right? Distraction. So you don't know the meaning. Your mind is wandering. See, every day, this lobha, dosa, moha, this 12 kind of unwholesome consciousness arise again and again. So for 1 second, our mind can arise and disappear many thousand times per second. So for 1 day, normally we create the bad karma a lot. Right? We create a bad karma a lot. So as we create bad karma a lot, we receive bad results of it. So that's why we need to study. We need to study about. When we study here, why we have to study Abhidhamma? It's the realities. It's not talking about person, man and woman, soul, life. It's talking about realities, just our consciousness, about mental factors, about the matters, about Nibbana. Just only 4 days. So when we study about this consciousness, you see that this, mainly we study and practice meditation. What is the purpose? We want to gain peace and happiness in this life. And we want to gain, our ultimate goal is to gain this enlightenment. So to gain enlightenment, what we need to practice? We need to practice inside vipassana meditation. When you practice vipassana meditation, you know just mind and matter exist. This our bodies is made up of this mind and matter. This combination of this mind and matter, we call this person. In reality is just mind and matter. That's why we study on the origin. Now we study about the mind, about a conscious and mental state. Especially when we practice meditation, you see just mind and matter. Matter is mainly, later on we will study, we have 28 types of matters. It's mainly, when we practice meditation, you will see the 4 essential elements. The 4 essential elements. That's Pathavi, earth element, right? Abo is the water element. Tejo is the heat element. Fire element, and Vayu is the air element. These 4 essential elements, we will see their nature. When we sit meditate, practice meditation, some will see earth element, hardness and softness. You say, oh, I see. You see, you feel how you feel it, soft or hard. So this hardness and softness is the characteristic of this earth element. You see this earth element, you will not see as the body. See that? As a person, as man and woman, you see this earth element. So we must see all this earth element, softness and hardness. See? And then, otherwise you feel, oh, this is my body, it's the deity here, wrong view, right? Wrong view. When we practice meditation, we study, we practice. That's why the Abhidhamma will support our meditation a lot, to understand our mind and matter, Dhamma and Rupa. Sometimes when we see this water element, this cohesion and fluidity. This our body, minus 75% is the water, right? It's cohesion. And fluidity is their nature. So when we see that, sometimes we see the fire element, heatness and coldness. See, sometimes I feel very hot, I feel very cold. It's the heatness and coldness. It's not a person, it's not a man, it's a woman. So just know their nature or this fire element, heatness and coldness. You see the truth, you see the realities. See that? And sometimes we see why you're the air element, the sporting, or stiffness, or motion, moving, shaking, vibrating. So it's not a body, it's not a person, it's not man and woman. You feel that. So one of those, when you see meditation, focus on your body, you will see one of those. If you see something else, as form, as shape, as man, woman, as leg, or as hand, as head, it's not the right way to see that, to see realities. That's why we study about that. And who knows that? It's not a person, not a man, not a woman. It's consciousness, it's mind. So it's mind to be aware of this object. So this mind also is no shape, no form. So its nature is awareness of objects. And that's so when we practice meditation, every moment you see just mind and matter. It's nothing else. So you see the truth. And then this mind and matter, they are interrelated as the cause effect. They are working together. Mind depends on the body. Body depends on the mind. There's no mind, the body will die. Right? So, there's no body, this mind cannot exist, cannot rise. So mind and body just interrelated, interdependent as cause effect. So when you practice meditation, you will see that every moment, just cause effect. And this mind and matter, for example, we focus our mind on our breath in and out, or focus on our abdominal movement rising and falling. Maybe you focus on some secondary object, the form, sound, smell, taste, touch, so on. When we see only mind and matter, it's nothing else. So this mind and matter every moment appears and disappears, one after another. So you see the truth. When you see it, the nature of this mind and body is what they really are. It's no wrong you. No wrong you anymore. Because you understand it. That's why we need to practice every day. It's not only sitting, walking, meditation since we get up in the morning until we fall asleep. Try to be aware of every physical, mental activities. You see they are arising and disappearing every moment, one after another. There's no wrong view, no doubt. So if you have wrong view, what will happen? Some, they want to be special person, very important person in this world. See, it's dirty, wrong view. So you want to be rich, right? So become selfish person, and so on. So because of this wrong view, this I or mind cause a lot of problems. So why we kill someone else? Because this is selfishness, right? You should think about others. You want something for yourself. You kill them, you steal someone's belonging. So you commit a lot of crimes. Because of what? Because of the wrong view. If you have the right view, you believe the karma. And instead of the karma, you will not do that at all. See that? Because of the wrong view. So who has strong view? Be a selfish person. Even someone do something, say something, what you don't like, what happens? You get angry. It causes a lot of problems. Because of your wrong view. It's no I, no mine. If you accept it, you can let it go. So as we know how mind and matter is arising and disappearing every moment, what someone else is the same. So you don't attach to whatever you come across undesirable object, you can let it go. There's no wrong. That's why we need to study and practice. So as you practice, you study, as you study, you practice, and then you improve your value. Your spiritual values become higher and higher. So you can be patient and forgive, let it go. So otherwise, because of this deity, wrong view, self-illusion, in this life, we have suffered a lot. Because these things, it's I, my, a person, a man, a woman. See that? So it's not only this life. Who has the strong view? As you have wrong view, you disturb this less unwholesome consciousness arise many thousand times, billions times a day. So after we die, when we have to be reborn again, the state of misery, most so become as animal, hungry ghost, demon, happy. So we have suffered more than human beings. Almost no chance to come back to human world. You can do as the animal. In their lives, maybe they have a long life, 10 years old, 15, 20 years old. Mostly they cannot do wholesome deed, right? Their life is sorry about them. So who has strong view after die, so be reborn as just animal, hungry ghost, demon, happy and so on. So I've suffered a lot, many lives. That's why the Buddha give us just similes about that. Like someone has the fires on their head. Fires are burning. What do you have to do? He has to start urgently put out the fires as fast as possible. Otherwise we die. Right? So another simile is the Buddha said, like someone use knife or spears, step to your chest. And then, what do you have to do? So, urgently has to remove spheres, this knife, and heals the wound. Otherwise, would die soon. So very important, very urgent to bring out the fires, to remove spheres from the chest. So is the fires burning? This someone step you with the knife or spheres, you can die. Only one life, only this present life. But if you have wrong view, you will die many, many lives. See, someone after they die become as animal. When they die, it's not like human being, right? Someone will kill them. So many, many lives. That's why it's to get it up. This around you is more important than the fires burning our head. That's why we need to practice meditation. So when you practice meditation, this way you have this purification of you. This means know around you. As you know around you, no selfishness, you will not commit any unwholesome deed and speech. That's why we study this unwholesome consciousness. Because of this unwholesome consciousness, as the cause, people suffer a lot. It's not only the person who committed, even for someone else too. See, in this world, every day, the news, bad news, right? Because of what? Because of the around you, they don't believe the karma, the results of this karma. Do, unwholesome deed, speech every day. So a lot of people suffer in this world nowadays. So we need to understand this unwholesome consciousness. After you understand that, at least you know yourself. For example, you get angry, with all this unwholesome consciousness. This anger is like poison, like fire. It will harm myself. So I'm not supposed to accept it. I have to let it go. So because you know it's unwholesome consciousness. If you don't know that, what going to happen? Just arising again and again. Think about that many, many times. So this means you burn yourself many, many times. So mostly you don't understand, right? Some people get mad, go to talk to someone, if someone, will be in your part. You are right. You have to say that, you have to do that. So maybe you're happy about that. It's my good friend. You think good friend. So, don't think about it. Let it go. Be patient. You don't like that. See? So we have to understand our unwholesome consciousness is the cause of suffering in this present life and life after. That's why mainly we study unwholesome consciousness first. So again about unwholesome consciousness, rooted in attachment, rooted in there's the ill will, hatred too, rooted in delusion too. So in our daily lives, what type of unwholesome consciousness, right? Please be aware of that. Don't let it happen again and again. So I just want to review for this unwholesome consciousness. Now we go to the rootless consciousness. Yeah, 18 rootless consciousness. They are in Pali, and because when we study about number 2, condition is aramana pajayo, right? Object condition. We see that jakaranam, sodaranam, ganaranam, and so on. So since now we have to study, and then we know what's the meaning. So in Pali, let's see in Pali first. In Pali language, here, you have in Pali, right? I don't have it here. I just have it in English only. That's okay. This unwholesome resultant consciousness 7. In Pali, Ubekha Sagata Chakku Vinyana. See that, right? Ubekha Sagata, Sota Vinyana, Kana Vinyana, Chimwa Vinyana, Kaya, Dukha Sagata, Kaya Vinyana, Ubekha Sagata, somebody, Chana, Ubekha Sagata, Sandirana is 7. So, at home you can study is the meaning. Now, number 1, Jakku Vinyana is mean I consciousness. Jakku is mean I. Vinyana is consciousness, I consciousness. So Ubekha Sagata is mean we already studied about that with indifference. So with indifference, I consciousness. So number 2, with indifference, ear consciousness. With indifference, nose consciousness. With indifference, tongue consciousness. So briefly, we just eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness. These 4 consciousness with indifference. Just see. Right? So we can call eye consciousness or seeing consciousness. You see something. So we study here. See, oh, I see that, no eye. Right? Or uncle see that, no uncle here. Who see that? Eye consciousness. See that? Eye consciousness. So, no person here. No soul, no man, no self. Sees eye consciousness. So, and here, ear consciousness. When you smell, nose consciousness. When you taste, tongue consciousness. Right. And number 5, body consciousness. This is with pain. See, with pain. And number 6, receiving consciousness. So with indifferent, receiving consciousness. With indifferent, investigating consciousness. So regarding about this consciousness, we need to take some example to understand. Just read it like this, you will not understand. Especially our receiving consciousness, investigating consciousness, you will not know that. So we will take example. Don't worry about that. Now I'll try to explain to all of you. This means this 7 type of consciousness we call unwholesome resultant consciousness. Why it happen? Because of this the result of unwholesome consciousness. In previous lives, you used to do unwholesome deed, speech, thought. Now you give the result. That's the bad result. Yeah. That's what we call unwholesome resultant consciousness. So, what's the eye consciousness here? You don't want to see, but you have to. Right? You know, want to see these people, but unwholesome result and consciousness, because previous life you used to do this karma, now you have to receive the fruit, the result. So that's why I consciousness. You see, undesirable object. Why? This the result of unwholesome what we have done in previous life. This present life becomes as the result. So you have to see whatever you want to see. The same thing, ear consciousness. You don't want to hear, you don't want to listen about it, but you have to. At home or at work, maybe around your family, or your friend, your relative, you don't want to hear this news. You don't want to listen about it, but you have to listen, you have to hear about it every day. So don't blame others. See that? So when we study, I'm not supposed to blame others. Because I did bad karma in previous life. This life, I have to pay that, I have to receive it. So even I don't want to hear, I want to listen, I have to. And that become awesome consciousness. You understand the karma, the result of karma, right? You don't blame anyone. So this present life, I will not do is the bad karma. See? So think about that. But the no consciousness here arises. This the result of unwholesome deeds in previous life. So the place you live, the apartment you live, maybe it has bad smell. So you don't like it, right? But you have to smell it every day. Or we have to go to work. You got about your job, you have to take care about it. It's bad smell every day. Why? What's the reason? Not for someone else. This is your bad karma, what you have done previous life. This present life, you have to receive the bad stuff. So bad smell. Right? So it's a note consciousness. How about tongue consciousness? This is your unwholesome result. You have to eat what you don't want to eat. You have to drink what you want to drink. Because of what? It's because your bad karma. As the result of your bad karma, even if you're rich. So, as diet, you have to eat, you have to drink it. Some medicine, especially Oriental medicine, the taste is terrible. We have to drink that, So it's this tongue consciousness because of bad karma. So I have to take that because for my head, for my body. So, and body consciousness arises because of what? It's the with pain. So with pain, so you hurt yourself, accident, have to, have some surgery, so it's painful feeling again and again. You got about your body. Don't blame someone else because you used to hurt someone in previous life. That's the bad karma in previous life. This life, you got about your body. You will, encounter this bodily, this painful feeling. You hurt your body. Some, you have to go to hospital or clinic, have operation, surgeries many, many times. So it's the results of the bad karma. That's what we call it. At that moment, there's the body consciousness arises. For the receiving consciousness, when we study about Anandara Pajayo, we will study about in detail this thought process. When this consciousness arises, you have to arise one after another in order. You cannot skip. So when you see some form, so hear some sound, some smell, some taste, some tangible object. So one consciousness to receive this object first. In Pali, you can Pali here, number 5, number 6, right? Ubeka San Padijana. In Pali, term San Padijana is receiving consciousness. What does it receive? The 5 objects. Receive form, sound, smell, taste, touch. So when we study this later, we will see that Ruparanam, Sadaranam, Gadaranam, Rasaranam, Podabaranam in Pali language. So this means 5 objects. When these 5 objects strike, or it's 6 bases. This Sandirana, receiving consciousness, receive this object first. And then, number 7, Sandirana, investigating consciousness. After receive that, investigate about this object. So, this consciousness, they have to be a function. They have to be a function. So, different function. Some do only one function, some is 2, some 3, some 4, some 5, but depends. So we study it. This means, for today I just would already to know that there's the unwholesome resultant consciousness. This means eye consciousness, there's the ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, receiving consciousness, investigating consciousness. The 7 type of consciousness is the results of what we have done, the bad thing in previous life. That's why we have to see, we have to hear, we have to smell, we have to taste, we have to touch. And then this the receiving consciousness, investigating consciousness, they receive bad object, undesirable object. Investigate this bad objects. So as we have the cause, so we study all the result, right? So what is the cause? Unwholesome. See, we did unwholesome deed, speech, and thought in previous life. This present, we have to receive all these consequences. In this present life, we just do it again. In future life, we have to receive it again. See, so when we know this present, where it's come from, from the past. So, okay, this present life, I try to be good. Right? I will not do any unwholesome deeds, speech, and thought as much as I can. So, make strong determination as we study and practice. So, this is called unwholesome consciousness. Or to say it's unwholesome resultant consciousness. And go to the rootless, wholesome resultant consciousness. See that? Rootless, wholesome resultant consciousness. In Pali terms, it's the same. So what we already studied so far, that's the Ubekha Sakada, Jaku Vinyana, Sauda Vinyana, Gana Vinyana, Chiwa Vinyana, just only 5. Sukha Sakada Kaya Vinyana. Sukha is with pleasure. See, right? With pleasure. It's not with pain, right? With pleasure. Body consciousness. And with indifferent receiving consciousness, with pleasure investigating consciousness, and with indifferent investigating consciousness. What is the difference? We have add one more, right? Number 7. Here, investigating consciousness with pleasure. See that? With pleasure, we have 2. With indifference 1, with pleasure 1, we have 2. So, sometimes you see this desirable object, and then I consciousness arises. Because of what? Because in previous life you do the wholesome deed, speech and thought, and you receive that, the good results. So you see that you're happy about it. So you see what you want to see. And then what you hear the good sound, the good news, the good word every day. This is ear consciousness. See that? So the nose consciousness ear, you smell, good smell, the place you live, the place you work. So wonderful, right? Good smell. So the nose consciousness arises because of just the wholesome deed, speech and thought, what you have done in previous life. And the tongue consciousness. So what you want to eat, you have money, or someone even they have money, nothing to buy. Some in village, very rich, nothing, So now what you want to drink, what you want to eat, you can buy it because of your previous wholesome deed. And body consciousness, you have good health, right? No accident, no bodily pain. See that? No accident, no pain. You feel comfortable because of what? In previous life, you used to do the good thing, so you receive the good consequences. Forget about your body, no problem, good health, right? No accident, no surgery, no painful feeling. And number 6, receiving consciousness. So this consciousness receives each object. This first object. It's good object. Here, good form, good sound, good smell, good taste, good touch. This consciousness received it. And number 7, the investigating consciousness. Number 8, this investigating consciousness with 2. 1 with pleasure, 1 with indifference. See the difference. So here, this remember only number 7 at number 1, with pleasure, investigating consciousness. All this 8 is the results of wholesome deed, speech and thought, what we have done in previous life. And go to the last one, the rootless functional consciousness. Functional consciousness means this consciousness is not wholesome, it's not unwholesome, it's not the sum of wholesome and unwholesome. The functional consciousness. What are they? In Pali language, Pali term, Ubekha Sagata Pancha Dwara Vijana. Number 2, Mano Dwara Vijana. Number 3, Hasitubhada. So in English, number 1, with indifference, 5 sandor adverting consciousness. What's it mean? 5 sandor adverting consciousness. When the 5 objects, form, the sound, smell, or taste, or tangible object, this 5 sense object, right? This consciousness is adverse, a consciousness forwards to object. So somebody translated this 5 sandor adverting consciousness or apprehending or consciousness. So regarding about 5 objects, not regarding about mental object, this physical object. So when you see something, hear something, smell something, taste something, touch something, so this consciousness, this advert is to turn conscious towards the object. It's the duty, the function. That's what we call 5 sandor adverting consciousness. When we see, later on we study about that, when we see what is the thought process, they arise one by one in order. You will see this consciousness turn this consciousness to the object, the physical object. Number 2 become mind or adverting consciousness. Mind or adverting consciousness means you can have mental object. There's this consciousness, the adverse, the consciousness to mental object. Please remember, physical object and mental object. We have 6 objects. We have 6 sense objects. Physical object is mean sensual object is form, sound, smell, taste, and tangible object. They arise this present moment. For the mind or adverting consciousness, is the adverse, the consciousness to the mental object. Mental object is mean maybe it's the past object. Maybe present, maybe future. Maybe just concept. So this is mental object. So regarding about mental object, this we call mind or adverting consciousness. This consciousness just turns conscious to the mental object and also make decision. Make decision, this object is good or bad. He is the one who makes decision, like just. So later on we study about it. And the last one is when smile producing consciousness. See, smile producing consciousness. But here is for the Buddha and Arahant who already gained the 4th state of Chaiya. Then appears to them for this the last one. And the whole consciousness, please remember, in Pali we call Kriya, in English we call functional consciousness. This functional consciousness, altogether 20. Among 20, just only 2 here. 5 sandor adverting consciousness and mind or adverting consciousness. Only 2 consciousness, this functional consciousness can arise to anyone. Anyone can experience about that. Even the worldly or ordinary person can experience these 2 consciousness. The remaining 18 functional consciousness just only are. So now we study all the ruleless consciousness, 18. So I would already to know about, in Pali term, Santirana. So a lot of you learn, right? Santirana, investigating consciousness. We have two with indifference. See that? The West, unwholesome resultant consciousness. Number seven, with indifference, investigating consciousness. This consciousness is the linking consciousness of animal, hungry goat, demon, and bee. So they are linking consciousness or rebirth consciousness of this the being in unwholesome, in a woeful state. See, like some animal, for example, animal when asleep with this consciousness. When we take conception or the rebirth consciousness, this number 7. So we call rebirth consciousness of the beings who were born in the state of mystery.